What's up, Champions fam? It's Zeke 4-0, back on a brand new WWE Champions video, and lo and behold, look who is finally in game for all of us to gaze upon until his official in-game release. It's none other than Triple H, or should I say, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, New Gen Trickster, Connecticut Blue Blood. This is the gimmick that started it all. Before the King of Kings, before the Authority, before the Cerebral Assassin, before the game, before D-Generation X. It all started here with this version of a young and upcoming Paul Levesque. And I am not going to lie to you, I am truly stoked to see that exclusive 5-star bronze gameplay from the Broskis, thanks to the good old folks over at Scopely that should be out quite soon, because this guy looks like he's going to be a problem. What makes this all the more interesting, too, is that he is now officially the third champion in game to cover all class types. The first being The Undertaker, the second being John Cena, but now with a trickster variation of Triple H, he is the third champion within the game to cover all 6 classes and still remains the first champion to double up on a class with the Striker, Authority, and Skull King variants. But let's also dive in on something cool. We got a brand new Trickster representative. We also got a brand new New Gen Era category representative. And he comes through with the D-Generation X link, and you already know what's up. Tricksters use purple moves. The D-Generation X tag link deals with purple MP. So this guy is going to be a monster. Looking at the moves that are available for him at 4-star, I can already tell he is going to be a problem, okay? He has a move that literally turns the entire center column of the gem board into row break gems. He has a move that allows him to destroy a set area of the board. So again, you're able to blow up the board with those row break gems. He has a submission that turns submission gems into column break gems. He has a finisher that allows you to destroy those said column break gems. And he also has a move that makes it easier for him to cycle his purple. I really do hope that one of the Broskis, if they haven't done it already, I would love to see a tag team match between Hunter Hearst Helmsley and X-Pac, or maybe even Powerhouse China, just to see how much that board blows up. And you got to think, this is the guy that's going to be going into that top fill line bonus of +2 MP and a 10% increase to your war score. And looking at his moves are pretty low charge, so he's going to be able to get off these moves with ease. And think about it too, if he is your opposition this weekend, he is a trickster, so there is a chance he might be able to implement that move dodge mechanic, and I know that would piss a lot of people off. So just think about it. This guy is offensive. He's going to be able to cycle the board one way or the other with the moves that are at his disposal. And we don't even know what his 5-star move, the slap, is going to do. Now, my personal opinion, I think the slap will more than likely be a low charge move, kind of similar to Hey Yo, Scott Hall, Outsiders, toothpick toss, something kind of like that. I could easily see something going down with that, with Hunter Hearst Helmsley. So I am intrigued. I think a couple of his moves are 4 MP, and you get the perks involved and the lion bonus. He's going to be getting moves off turn 1. And I have included the Broski Merrick's feud prep video within the video description below. Check out that link, because there's going to be a lot of characters. If you got the right perks already set up and established, they're going to be getting their stuff off turn 1. So it's going to be do or die, fight or flight. And this is a guy that's looking like he's going to be a problem. On top of that, aside from looking like a offensive defensive beast, he's also a pretty solid coach. He is going to be bolstering Botch Gem damage and allowing you to generate an additional botch gem with his coaching ability. So he's going to be helping out Tech Bret Hart, Tech Randy Orton, even tricksters like Sheamus and The Big Show. So this guy's going to be a problem for some people. You might want to tread lightly. He's going to have a solid coaching ability, and he also looks like he's going to be a ton of fun when everything's said and done. Again, the entire center column of the gem board turned into row break gems, a submission that creates column break gems. I really want to see what kind of destruction this guy brings forth. And with the quick charge moves, it's going to be quick and easy with how you go about it. Doesn't matter if you run Woods on him. Doesn't matter if you have Akam or Rikishi. Doesn't matter if you got Sting or X-Pac. Or even, I believe it is DX HBK for Purple MP Boost 2 for coaching sides. He's going to be a fantastic unit. I'm not saying he's going to be God tier yet because I haven't seen the gameplay. But just looking at his moves at the bare minimum right now and looking at what he's going to be bringing to the table, this guy's definitely going to be a solid trickster to pursue when everything's said and done. And more than likely, we might be able to get more shards of him from the Faction Feud reward since that was blocked out unless they're introducing another character simultaneously this upcoming weekend. But I am excited to see this. You know, I do find it quite ironic that Triple H is the third character in WWE Champions to fulfill all 6 classes. It is very interesting. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, aka Triple H, being the third unit within the game to have a representative champion card for all 6 classes: Acrobat, Powerhouse, Showboat, Striker, Technician, and now, of course, Trickster. Personally, I have to say this too. It did make sense for Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Connecticut Blue Blood, to be a Trickster. But I really wanted to see a God-tier version of Triple H that was a trickster that went by the epithet of Cerebral Assassin. Now, they do get away with it in a sense that the game Powerhouse is pretty much the Cerebral Assassin version of Triple H, but we already know how he is. I really felt that the Cerebral Assassin, being a trickster Triple H, should have been the God-tier unit. But it looks like we're going to have a solid core of Triple H's. I mean, you have Zombie Triple H, you got Masters of the WWE Universe Triple H, and now it looks like we're going to have Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and again, a solid new gen rep. I think this is going to be a win for whoever pulls him. Again, the botch gem coaching ability, the plus more damage, and generating an additional botch gem. You know, this is going to be solid if you run certain units with Sheamus and Hunter Hearst Helmsley here. Additional botch gem damage, especially with certain finishers, it's going to be very deadly. Definitely going to be a very deadly scenario. However, if you read the title of this video, you also know that I got something else to discuss. Now, I am happy to see the final class rep of Triple H in the game coming very soon, and I can't wait to see that 5-star gameplay to see what that slap does. But I also want to discuss some other things within WWE Champions too, because I love the card art for this guy. Really does give the vibes. I really feel that he should look younger because this was Triple H before he got swole, you know. This was a slender Triple H, you know. This is a slender Triple H. And again, this is the Triple H that started it all. This was before DX. This was the moment where he was rolling with the Click, with Diesel, Nash, you know, Razor Ramon, Scott Hall, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. These were the guys that were terrorizing the locker room. These were the guys that had that political pull that damned a lot of careers, like my broskies Vader and Bam Bam. Rest in paradise, my brothers. Big men who did it like none other, okay? And I was expecting, you know, something a little extravagant with this guy, and they definitely brought it for full tilt, but we got to see that gameplay, though. But I would love to see some tag team action. Definitely see how he would run with X-Pac as well as Powerhouse China. Those would seem like some pretty solid tandems to have him rocking and rolling with, or even maybe if you can double up, have him team up with Tech Triple H and Tech HBK. I'm all for it. I just can't wait to see the gameplay there. But once again, I'm getting off track because I am kind of excited about this. I'm a huge fan of Triple H. Might not pull him, but I am a huge fan nonetheless. But as you read by the title, there is another part to this. Now, Champions has a knack of making some pretty bad mistakes. Sometimes they'll do right by you. Other times, not so much. Now, with this loot that is available, this IGC loot that features Hollywood Hulk Hogan as well as Macho Man Randy Savage, NWO Madness, right? We had a little bit of a situation that took place the other day. Now, in the past, there's been certain things that happen with the loot, and sometimes you get compensation, like you pull Hollywood Hogan and you were supposed to get his gear. And then they said, hey, we messed up. Go check out your in-game messages. Boom. There's the gear for your Hollywood Hogan. Cool. But Champions made a huge, and I must emphasize this, huge mistake the other day. Because it basically was what they did. It's resolved now. But they made a mo. They definitely made a big mo. Because for a brief moment, if you pulled on this IGC banner for the NWO, they had NWO Randy Savage's gear up and available. Now, some of you might be curious as to why this is an ordeal or a problem. Because basically what happened is, for those of you who haven't been playing long enough, when NWO Randy Savage, Attitude Era Trickster, made his debut, and when so many people went all in, you get it? You see what I did right there? Went all in to get him and unlock him and recruit him, some people went the distance to unlock his gear. And what happened with his gear is similar to what happened with Hall of Fame Booker T. Pretty much, you only had one opportunity, never before, never again, to get this gear. And something happened with the loot the other day that made the gear available within the Mega Superstar IGC banner that featured Savage as well as Hogan, both geared up. So when this happened, it was basically a slap in the face to all those who grinded out the gear to begin with, but it was also a thing of them reneging on what they said. They said that we would only see this gear once because it's a pretty solid gear. I'm not denying that. This is one of those gears, like, I see people taking Randy to 5-star already. The gear is another reason to take him to 5-star. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of gear that changed the game. The same way we see how things went with Powerhouse Kane, this gear is on that level. And then you look at the feud fill bonus for that bottom line, you know, for that NWO, for that Striker, for that Open, for that NXT. Yeah, there's a reason why there's a little politicking that went with this. Now, of course, they fixed it. They fixed it. You saw the picture right here. It's gone now. But I have a feeling that people did pull during this situation, and it wasn't the player's fault. It was Scopely's fault. And it got a lot of people talking too, because think about this. They're quick to fix this issue. And I get it. It's a loot banner. It's a Mega Superstar loot banner. All right? They were quick to fix and resolve this issue from having the gear up to taking it away, right? But then you look at how things are with the Blitz for this week. You know, they've made it crystal clear they're not fixing it. But it also kind of shows another side of things of, like, if Scopely wants to move on certain situations, they could. They can. But they don't. And now, because we have this brand new forum out, guys, it makes it a little bit even more, if not definitely more difficult to reach out to the proper channels to get things properly resolved. I mean, there's people who were wronged out of certain loot coins, and then they end up being sent the wrong loot coins. So, boom, I guess thank you for the free loot, but it wasn't the loot that I paid for. And now you got this situation similar to the former Hogan scenario. Hey, I pulled Savage. And hey, I got the screenshot right here with the gear. Where's my gear? Puts you in a rock and a hard place. And yes, certain issues aren't a mega superstar loot. They'll take it down and it'll be back up and properly fixed. You can't expect that for all glitches and bugs in the game. But it just shows that if they really want to fix something in the game, they'll get their best people on it and resolve it. And it makes people feel a certain type of way. It's kind of one of those things where I look at the brand new Vault upgrade. Cool. Everyone's got a chance now. If you use disposable income membership passes, you got an opportunity to walk away with a 5-star bronze technician HBK and Triple H. A 4-star gold Sergeant Slaughter Trickster, okay? You're getting an opportunity at exclusive and rare props and additional resources, especially with how the drought for resources has been. This prize wall, this MLC, it looks pretty good, but depending on how you're getting all those reefs, I don't know how you're going to really get anything really solid and valuable out of there, especially if you don't spend disposable income. And okay, cool. Brand new portal update. We can listen to WWE music. Okay, how does that resolve the issues in the game? How does that deal with the trap gem glitch? How does that deal with being attacked multiple times during showdowns? What's going to happen this upcoming faction feud? Are we going to run into a scenario where, oh, hey, I was trying to feud again, but the queue disappeared on me. It got Thanos snapped. I had to leave my faction and hop back in. It just shows a side of champions that some of us might have forgotten about. We're so caught up in the freebies, the cool stuff. But at the same time, what else do they bring to the table? We have been doing the same type of content over and over and over again. Blitzes every week, showdown tournament, then a faction feud. Might throw in some weekly content that has obvious pay-to-play tendencies surrounding it. But where's everything else? Invasions were cool. Someone messed that up. They took it away. But invasions were different. It was a different type of content. I know a lot of people might have despised invasions, but invasions right now would help out a lot because it gave you an opportunity and more resources that we all need. That TPCT, right? That's something that it did provide. Then you think about how we used to have the pay-per-view limited time tours. They're a hit and a miss. Once in a blue moon, they might come out. And even if they do, the resources aren't what they used to be. What happened to the player appreciation tours? Those were solid. No one gave bad complaints about them, but they're nowhere in sight. Nowhere in sight at all. Stipulation tours. People saw the betas. Betas were live streamed. People loved what they saw. A new way to use your characters, to use your champions that you've invested in, or even tagging in a champion that you don't usually use often. Where are they at? Are they saving it for the end of this year? Are we starting off WWE Champions 2021 with them? And if we even get them, how long are they going to last? Is it going to be a flash in the pan thing? We get it for a couple months and then, they just did it? Even if it gets positive reviews? That's the thing about champions. Now, the other day, I came across certain mobile games that are all dying. Naruto Blazing. That's a game that's been around for a while, made mad money from Bandai, and it closed down. What is it? Black Clover, a famous anime manga IP, had a solid game. That's closing down. Now, obviously, I get it. People are going to say Champions makes too much to close down. But with the money that they make, why aren't they resolving these issues? Because it gets to a point where I put it to you like this. We have an addiction. Let's just be real. A lot of us have an addictive mindset with how many people always go in on banners, even if they get scoped out of their mind. And I've proven that. I'm a walking, living, breathing testament to that. That we can get scoped over and over, but something triggers us to go and pull. Okay? That's cool. But then you got to think about it like this too. Even if you got these solid banners, You pick up a brand new 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, right? If you don't got the resources all there, then you just got someone again at the bottom of your roster collecting dust. And even when you get a brand new unit, someone that you're a fan of, you know, people go crazy for certain characters in the game because people know in Scopely, they know there's certain characters that come out, people are going to try to pull for them. Even if they don't like that character, because of what the character brings forth to the table, they're going to invest. And it gets to a point of, yeah, you're introducing more and more new characters. But where's the content to balance it out? Where's the content that equals everything out? Because you're making a lot of money. And I'm not even going to lie to you. Nowadays, offers where I would go and do pulls, I'm not. I'm stacking up on the offers that offer me the 5-star gold tokens, that are offer me the coins and the TP, because that's the smarter move, in my opinion. There's no point in me going and doing pulls for superstars if I don't got the resources to invest in those said superstars. So it's better for me to play endgame wise and play smart and be like this. I might be with a brand new roster and don't have one 4-star at all, but I'm safer investing in the offer that provides me 5-star gold tokens for the 5-star bronze I don't have, but at least I know that I have it on deck, instead of constantly doing pulls and get shards of characters. And 1 minute I might hit good. I might get 200 shards of somebody. But guess what? I still need 1,800 more shards to unlock that person. I might get somebody that I need, or someone that's going to build up my roster, but they're only at 2-star. So then the grind still constantly helps. Like, yeah, it's a god tier unit once I get him the 4-star. But if I future-proof my game, I'm going to get somewhere. So Champions has put up a quite a unique situation where, regardless if you pull on a new champion like Hunter Hearst Helmsley, regardless if you invest in token offers that provide you with 1K guaranteed TP and 10 million coins, at the end of the day, they're still making money. They're still making a monopoly off the chaos. But if the game's issues continue to stack and the content is constantly limited, and they can show you we can act fast on this Mega Superstar loot, but when it comes to bugs and glitches that continue to show up every single month, but then they launch a little update on their portal about, hey, check out this forum, check out this forum, check out this forum, but then your constructive criticism, your insight falls on deaf ears. It doesn't matter what character you drop, it isn't going to matter anymore. Because we're getting served the same-ish, just at a different time of the day, a different point of the month, a different period of the year. And that's sad. But you know what? I've spoken too long, but I've had to cover both of these cases. Hunter Hearst Helmsley looks like he's going to be an amazing trickster. Glad to see the final variation of Triple H in the game. Only other way I can see a new Triple H coming into the game possibly is if Triple H retires and they make a Hall of Fame version that away, or they decide to go and do make a cerebral assassin version of Triple H. Because now, basically anything's possible now. We got characters that can easily hit all 6 classes, unless we get brand new classes, and we now can obviously double up on classes too. So I just don't know anymore. But I do know this guy is going to be a benefit to anyone's roster, especially when he's maxed out. I'm looking forward to seeing what the 5-star move does. Forgive me earlier if I did mention Outsider Scott Hall. I can't recall off the bat if it's Striker Scott Hall or Trickster Razor Ramon, who does the toothpick toss. I know both of them have like a taunt-like move. One of them either does the toothpick toss and the other one does the slaps. Forgive me, but I am intrigued to see what it does, because I really doubt that they're going to have a move as basic as the slap be 11 charge move here. And with the feud requirements, yeah, he's going to be turn 1 easily. But that's what we got going on, y'all. Brand new trickster coming into the game representing New Gen. Also, the disappearing gear for Randy Savage. They fixed it now so it only has Hogan's gear, and I believe it says right here you have to pull them at 4-star gold. But then they say that, and then I've seen people pull them at 3-star and end up getting the gear too. So we'll see how they go about this stuff. But just know this, regardless. This was meant to be short, sweet, and brief, but I am excited to see what the broskies bring forth. And remember, I am going to have a link to Merrick's feud prep breakdown video. Definitely go and make sure to check that out so y'all are prepared and ready for war, because there's going to be a lot of units that can be utilized, a lot of units that are going to be one-turn hitters, and perks are just kind of like literally cash grab right now because they don't make no types of sense right now. You're literally stacking up for, your MP to be boost, and then you're trying to reduce your opponent's MP, and basically at the end of the day, you're just breaking even just so you can play the game normally. But we'll see how everything goes. But always know this, bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love always and forevermore to each and every single one of you of my beloved #champions fam. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sorry if this was too long-winded, but I did want to break things down properly. I also wanted to address some issues. Like, I'm happy to see Triple H, another version, come in the game. It's pretty dope to see another character cover all 6 classes, and I'm glad they gave him a DX link. Lord knows how they're going to go about banners during the holiday season. I would really like to see the drop rates improve more. But again, you got to think about it. Some people have already spent disposable income on the IGC banners, with DIY, and of course, Hogan and Savage. Now we're getting this banner here. I don't know how the rates would be, but during the holidays, it would be dope if people caught a break. I know some people got mad lucky. Some people were able to pull like a 4-star Keith Lee, invest in those people, my boy. And a lot of people have also been able to pull some solid units outside of that. But I'm just saying at this point in time, Champions is rolling in the dough. Other IPs and other mobile games are closing down. Champions could still easily close the gates, because that's why I mentioned that IP about Naruto. They were making money and they still got shut down. And it can easily go and take the money from Champions and funnel into a new project. Champions has just figured out a cool way to go about it by basically like, hey, we're not going to shut down. We're just going to change the name. WWE Champions. Now it's WWE Champions 2020. Now it's going to be 2021. So the IP can last. You got to think, this game's been around for basically 4 years now. And a lot of us have been playing. But the point is, regardless of if you're getting pulls with disposable income or buying offers to help you out with your resources to reach the end game, they're still making boatloads of cash that can be easily used not only to advertise and benefit their market of bringing in new blood and new players, so it isn't the same old shtick every single time, but also to absolve issues. We shouldn't be having problems with the Mega Superstar loot. We shouldn't have any type of issues with specialty gems being used in games, from trap gems to countdown gems. We shouldn't be having problems with showdowns by now. We shouldn't have issues with faction feuds, let alone blitzes that are just raping your resources that are hard to come by already. There's no excuse, but they prove that they like to act quick on certain things like Mega Superstar loots instead of letting people catch a break. And then they just let other things just sit there and stack. But then they want you to pay attention to their new form. They want you to be happy about the brand new vault upgrades. They want you to go and play some WWE music, but you're still sitting with the same stale content month after month after month, with brand new superstars being introduced to entice you, but you need something more. I don't know if it's being done purposefully. I don't know if it's because people just don't care and not paying attention. Or maybe there's people working there that want to move the pin on certain things and it's just not getting the pass. But at the end of the day, certain issues like this bring up a good question of what is the direction of WWE Champions. And I want everyone to win in the end. So if you enjoyed this video, again, I apologize for this being long-winded instead of short, sweet, and brief. But if you enjoyed this video and you want to talk about it, leave your comments and your thoughts down below. I value those thoughts. I value your opinions. And it's a good way for us to just communicate with one another. You never know who's watching the video. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Also, make sure to share it. And if you haven't done so already, but you rock with your boy, the bad guy WWE champion, Zeke 4-0, please go ahead, if you wish to, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell notification to receive all updates from this channel. And Let's just chop it up. What are your thoughts about Trickster, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H? Who's the next champion to cover all 6 classes in your opinion? What are your thoughts about the Mega Superstar Loop fiasco? What are your thoughts about these brand new updates? They can fill us in on these brand new upgrades to the vault, a pay-to-win scenario. Not knocking anybody for that, especially if it's helping you move forward with your roster's progression, and then constantly letting us know about these updates. But even though they give us updates, it seems that we just find a new nest of issues and problems that affect the community all the way around. So let's just chop it up, let's just talk it up, and until next time, y'all, stay tuned, and I hope you all enjoy the 5-star gameplay that will soon be on its way, because this guy's definitely going to look like a problem in all types of content, from feuds, maybe even showdowns too, with the D-Generation X-Link. He's going to make farming a lot of fun, and again, teaming him up with X-Pac, that's one way to blow up the board. Teaming him up with Powerhouse China, another way to blow up the board, or even Striker China. It's just going to be, this dude's going to be a nasty guy. Regardless if he's God tier or not, he's definitely going to be making champions really fun to play. So we'll just see how everything unfolds. But again, y'all, until next time, mad love to each and every single one of you, my beloved #champions fam. Peace!